You in. Yay, I'm so excited. Perfect. Let me view it. Go. Hi.
Hi, my love.
Oh my god,
How
I
are
miss
you?
you.
I
I miss
miss you
you.
too. I miss you too.
This is crazy. How are
We're so
you?
lucky to have this opportunity, at least to meet this way.
I know. You look beautiful. You're glowing.
Thank you, baby. You too. Appreciate it.
You can see me okay?
Yeah, I
Everything's
can
good?
see you. I can hear you. Yeah.
You can hear me?
hmm
How are you?
I've been good. I've been good.
Yeah?
I've been actually enjoying quarantine and this
Yeah.
incredible time, this historic time that we're going through. And
Yeah.
I see so many possibilities and so many positive aspects of this time.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I cannot wait to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm
How's
so
everything
happy.
with you?
I'm good, same as you. I'm trying to be productive. I'm
Yeah.
trying to do all the things that I was just telling my people how there's all these things we wanted to do throughout the year, and now we're kind of being forced to do it, whether it's cleaning, reading, organizing.
I would say it's not only throughout the year, I would say throughout the life, everything we
Yeah,
promise ourselves to do and what we never do.
yeah,
This is the actual test if we really want to do that or not, So that's
yeah.
the time when we actually have the time to do those things, and let's see how wisely we're going to use this time.
Especially mental cleansing, which we'll talk
Oh
about
yeah. Oh
how
yeah.
powerful that is.
Oh yeah.
And I was telling my followers that I'm so excited to have you on because I've known you for such a long time.
I know.
You guys, she knows a lot about me.
We're hustlers from UCLA.
I was telling them
Yeah.
we met at UCLA
Yeah.
Extension
Mhm.
stats class, and we hustled so much in that class to get A's, and we did some dirty work.
That stats class was a nightmare. I don't know why in the world we had to take that class, but it
And
was
we
good.
hustled and we did it, and we've been
Yeah.
friends ever since. And ever
Yeah.
since then, you've always been like my guide, and you're a true powerful friend for a lot of women. And I hope you understand that. Like, even the way you carry yourself, the way you answer your messages, you're so feminine all the time. And that's why I wanted to bring you on, because I want to talk about who you are, right, your background, and how Women's Navigator Academy came about. Because you guys, she has an amazing academy called Women's Navigator Academy, and she also has Sex Club Education, which promotes a healthy sex life for women to be connected to their sexuality, whether it's through exercises, whether it's embracing what is, what's not, all of that. So go ahead. Who are you? How did you begin this journey?
Hmm.
I
Well,
know.
first of all, thank you so much for all your kind words and the beauty that you see in me. That's the beauty that you have yourself, and
Oh,
everything that you admire in me. That's what you have within yourself. I truly believe in that.
Lisa.
Well, first of all, I'm a woman. I'm a happy woman. I love and am loved. I'm a mother. I'm
Yes,
about to
yes.
become a mother for the second time. So I have this incredible journey.
What?
Yes.
What? Fatima, you're pregnant?
Yes, yes, yes. So, yeah, I'm a very private person, but with you, I have no secrets from you, and with
Did
your
you
followers,
just break the news on my Instagram?
yeah, basically, you can say that. But,
Oh my
um,
God!
yes.
Wait,
So,
wait, wait! Congrats! How many months are you?
8.
Baby, that's like you're pregnant.
I know, I know, I know. But
Oh
I don't
my
really talk about it. But
God! Okay,
since
calm down,
we are
Louisa.
women, and we do share our all like experiences, and I feel really grateful to have you in my life, and I would love to share as much as I can today and be very useful to your followers, to a lot of women who follow you, to a lot of women who is inspired by you, to a lot of women maybe who's lost at this time. I would love to be maybe the source of some information that can help them right now. So
Beautiful.
I started my academy a long time ago. I started in 2012. It all started from the idea of women supporting women, because I was looking at all the women around me, and they all had such an incredible talents within them. They all share such an incredible traits, and it was like, why can't we all join together
Yeah.
and share our experiences, share our knowledge, so we empower each other and make each other better. Because in this world where we have to fight for so many things, why would we compete and fight with each other when we can be each other's ally, be each other's friends, be each other's supporters? So I saw
That's
like a really
beautiful.
great potential in this. So then I started having these group meetings every week. We would put goals, we'd achieve goals. We'll start writing our goals for 6 months, and we would open those envelopes in 6 months, and girls were crying. They're like, I thought I would never achieve this. I thought this is impossible. But when actually they started achieving their dreams, they were realizing how this feminine energy, this beautiful woman support, it's so important in our life. So then I decided to take it more deeper. So I study psychology.
Yes.
I study all over the world. I went to so many seminars, from Tony Robbins to the most ancient classes, from shamans, from Vedic knowledge. So I went to very, very deep things, and I went to amazing retreats and amazing classes. And I also took more classes, and I took another level of education in sexology in
Yeah.
Ukraine, teachers
Your
from
Russian teachers,
Russia.
right? You told
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
Yeah.
they have incredible, incredible knowledge. So I was so lucky to be able to learn from them. So and I said, not everybody's lucky as me.
Yeah.
I have a possibility to travel, to learn, and I'm so lucky to meet those incredible teachers in my path.
Yeah.
But not everybody has an access. So I said, why don't I just bring all of those women, like teachers from all over the world, and bring them to Los Angeles, teach them, bring women together so they can learn from the best,
Yeah.
So, or if those teachers cannot travel, I can learn from them, and then share the information with women here today, from my personal source. So I started doing that, and then it was so interesting. We started doing book clubs, because I was
Yeah.
like, we rarely start reading. Like lately, nobody want to read. Everybody's
Yeah.
on Instagram, everybody's on little videos on YouTube, and nobody's really reading, and they're not stimulating their mental state. So I was like, this is not good. We need to choose at least one book a month and read at least one book. So in one
Yeah.
year, I've read 12 books. It's something than nothing. Many of us would, we read even more. But then I was like, let's have different interesting hosts who
Yeah.
love books. Let them choose the book that they think was beneficial for them, that helped them to evolve, to become better. And let's just choose the book, read it together, and then discuss it together. So we start meeting, reading. You hosted many times our book clubs. You've been to our book clubs.
Yeah.
We have many wonderful women. We have a lot actually women who's like, oh wow, like from other states. They're like, we want to join your book clubs. We love it.
And
We read the books with you, and thank you so much for your, all the choices you made. They're so amazing. So, there's a lot of women who actually get influenced by that, and then we do like a different branches once a month where we invite like interesting speakers. You're the woman who has a great, profound experience, achievements,
yeah.
something that we can come and share with all of us in this chill environment where we're drinking coffee, having a
Yeah.
brunch, enjoying each other. So it's just like being around your friends. But it's also very beneficial. It's something that makes you grow, evolve, and become better. So my focus is that if we growing, if we evolving, if we always moving and getting like going with the progress,
Yeah.
we are going in the right direction. Because this I see the life as a like always working machine that is going forward all the time. So when we stop, we actually regress.
Yeah.
So that's why we always need to find our own pace and keep moving. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
truly believe in that. So that's why I try to create an environment where we would keep moving in one way or another way, you know. And then we created a lot of seminars for women, which I really believe that our hidden treasure is hidden in our sexuality.
Yes.
I really see a great link between our sexuality and our spirituality.
Yeah.
So I
That's
really
where
think,
Vom Club was born.
yeah, that's where One Club and this where sex education was born,
Yes.
because I realized how much woman could tap into her power and her truth when she would start using her intimate muscles, when she would
Yeah.
start breathing with her womb, when she would open up her sensuality and sexuality, and I would see like, wow, you know, she's tapping into her true self. It's
Yeah.
incredible. And you know, it made me feel that I want to touch as many women in this world as much as I can. I want her to, at least once in her life, to try this, to try that feeling when she's good, when she's enough, when she's beautiful, when she's absolutely just present, and
Yeah.
she knows whatever she is right now at this moment, she's enough.
Oh
You
wow.
know,
That's a
it's
lot to
just
take in. That she's enough. It's just
yeah, it's not, you know, and
yeah.
it's so empowering when you see that, because you see how she opens up, you see how her skin starts glowing, her eyes start shining, you see how she opens up, and you know, she lights up the whole room with this light within her. So
Yeah.
for me, it is an incredible experience. And you know a lot about our courses, you know a lot
Yes.
of feedbacks, you know how a lot of women who can even not get pregnant, they get pregnant after our courses. You know, we have a lot of babies in our list. We say, you know,
Yeah.
this is all our babies, you know, who was born after the seminars, or the woman who's like want to get married, who's been having a hard time finding a partner. So they get in touch with themselves so much that they feel what exactly they need, who exactly they want to see in their life, you know. So, and this incredible journey starts for them, and we're
And
so proud of them.
we connected on that too. Like we connected before that with the book clubs when we realized, oh my God, there's so much we can do together and help women read and realize how important it is to get knowledge and self-educate. But also a few months after we connected through the sexual education, and you told me about Vom Club and all of the amazing testimonials that we talked about. Like you said, a lot of women who had issues getting pregnant and then signed up for your seminars because there's specific muscle exercises that we do, and I've taken the classes, and ladies, they are
It's a lot of work,
incredible.
right?
It's a lot of work, but the
So
first
worth
class I remember when Malika was with me is you get in touch with your little girl. You're like, touch your little girl, hold her little girl. Who's your little girl? Doesn't matter if you're 30 years old, 40 years old, 50 years old, you took us back. You said, talk to your little girl right now. What would you tell that little girl? And I remember that's when I broke out. And I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so much power in this. And the classes for me were absolutely amazing. And not only because of the girls, because how authentic you are. And you talk so much. Because I feel like I've told you before, the teacher arrives when the student's ready.
it. Yeah, absolutely.
So all of the girls in the classes there are so ready to take in all your knowledge. So a lot of people don't even know about Vom Club and what that is. Can you describe that and how we can even tap into that if people want those resources? Because a lot of my friends I know, a lot of them have issues getting pregnant or finding love. But if they understand it's all beneath the woman's soul and how much work she needs to do first before getting all that, then that's the magic. So tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, One Club, it's what we call it today. It's intimate muscle work. It's part of our sexual education program. And so basically, what do we give in the intimate muscle workshop is we let women take her attention from her mental state,
Okay.
mental center, to her body, to her heart. So the biggest problem for women today is we're so mental, we're so like, we take the role of a man, today.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest mistake we do. I'm not saying we're not capable of doing what men does, we're actually capable of doing even more,
More.
but we need to honor our nature. We were given this feminine body for a reason. And I
Yes.
truly believe that we cannot ignore it. We cannot compete with the men. This is where we make like a biggest mistake, because we need to honor, respect men. We need to appreciate them as for who they are. We're not here to compete with them. We're here to love them. We're here to
Beautiful.
guide them. We're here to like surround them with our support and love. And many of us live in this society today by society rules that we have to make it to be valued, to be enough. You know, we have this myth in our head, but it's absolutely not true. We are enough from the moment we are born. If we here on this earth, we were chosen, that we have a right to be here, to create, and to make the best out of this life for us and for our surroundings. So the first thing that we always need to remember, that we're enough. We don't have to prove anything to anyone. No amount of money we're gonna make, it will make us feel satisfied. No amount of recognition we're gonna make, it's gonna make us satisfied. If you have that hole within you, it will always be leaking. You know what I mean?
Oh
No
my
matter
God.
what you put in there, you will always have that hole, which will be giving you this pain, unless you realize your true sense of worth that you have within yourself. You know what I mean? So in order to do that, our job is to turn off our heads, to really quieten our mind. You know how we do it through meditation. So
Yes.
basically, what my techniques are incredible with, because we take whole attention from your head to your womb, to your heart. We have three feminine centers. It's our womb, it's our heart, it's our throat. So we
Throat
work through,
chakra.
yeah, through chakra, yeah. It's our Swadhisthana, it's our Anahata, it's our Vishuddha chakra. So we work through those three chakras to open up this energy, to let the energy flow. So when a woman does this, first of all, we cleanse. We cleanse all the pain that we have within us, all the pain that we gathered for many, many years. And then after that, we start feeling ourselves with this beautiful energy, with a lot of love to ourselves,
Yeah.
with a lot of love to this beautiful world and this universe, with a lot of love to all the people in this world. So we do this inner work that helps us to get connected to ourselves, to each one of us in this world, because we're all one. And by working with intimate muscles, we awaken our inner, source of sexual energy, which is vital energy. And when we do that, we have like this fountain of energy coming out of
Yeah.
us. So what happens when it starts coming out? Your true self, your true sense of self start arising, and you start feeling this. You start feeling what you want, what you truly want, and what you truly don't want. You start feeling, is this for me? Do I like this? Do I
Yeah.
truly like this? Or do I really want this? You will stop compromising. You will stop saying yes in the places where you want to say no.
Yeah.
You will stop pleasing people. You will be like, this doesn't make me feel good, and you will start choosing yourself.
That's the power.
Yeah.
Choosing yourself and knowing to stop what does not bring you joy. That's the
Absolutely.
power.
The best indicator if you're going in the right direction or not, it's a state of joy. When you have state of joy, you know you're going in the right place. When you have pain, like we talked in the webinar recently,
Yeah.
we talked about, like, if you're feeling pain, it means you're going in a wrong direction.
Direction.
This pain indicates it's trying to awaken you and talk to you and say, stop. You're
Yeah.
doing something completely wrong. Get back to yourself and start over.
And I was part of that webinar, which is part of your 21 days of quarantine, which we'll
Mm-hmm.
talk about more. And the
Mm-hmm.
webinar was called Let Your Fear Make You Fierce.
Yeah.
So, something along those lines. And what I loved about it is you said, be friends with your emotions, be friends with your fears, don't ignore it because they teach you so much about you. And I'm like, people are so scared to dig deep, So tell us a bit more about that webinar, the fierce one.
So I just want to say that right now I call this time pandemic of fear. It's not a
Hmm.
pandemic of corona to me, it's pandemic of fear. I'm not gonna go into the conspiracy theory, which I love to, but not right
Yeah,
now.
that's a
Um,
different life.
yeah, that's a different life, but I just want to say that the lowest vibration we can experience is vibration of fear. And when we fear, we're completely disattached from ourselves, from our divine source. And what happens at this time, we're easily manipulated by anyone around us, by, bigger people around us, by the
Right.
society. And it's really beneficial to many, many people, believe me, but not to you. So for me, the message at this webinar was your fears, also like pain, it indicates where you should tap in. Where is your weak spot at this moment? Where you're not prepared, if you fear, if your fears are being arising at this moment, so it shows the spots of your life where you were missing, something, when you didn't prepare enough, when you didn't get yourself ready for this crisis. It shows the weak spots of your life at this moment. Also, it shows that how much you're dependent on society, how much you're dependent on
Yeah.
other people, how much you depend on other people's decisions.
Opinions,
So,
decisions.
yeah, and I think this is the time when we really have to look in and say, do I want to play their game? You know what I mean? This
Yeah.
fear is coming up. This is fear of unknown. This is fear that somebody's taking charge of my life. I'm not being responsible of my life. I'm not creating my life. So at this moment, our job is to wake up and say, it's enough. Let me see what I'm scared of the most.
Yeah.
Let me bring that fear into the surface. Let me talk to that fear. Let me see the shape and what color is that fear. Let me ask that fear, what is it here to teach me? What is it trying to teach me right now? So the best thing we can do is to make this fear, our emotion, our friend. Talk to it and say, I know you came here to serve me. I
Yeah.
know you're here to protect me, because our fears, like instinctive fears, are installed in our complicated human mechanism for a
Yeah.
reason. So basically, if you look into it and you talk to it and you really allow yourself to listen, you will
Yeah.
find so many answers. That's going to be the breakthroughs for you. Every time I made friends with my fears, I truly listened to my fears. I truly embraced my fears. I had the biggest breakthroughs that made me who I am today. The woman that I truly love, the woman that I'm truly proud of. Those fears made me who I am today. So it's really, really important for us to look into those fears, because this is our moving point. This is our point where we're going to improve, grow, and become who we really want to be. This inner desires of achieving this or that, or having certain dreams. We can only do it through tapping into our fears, our pain, emotion of rage, whatever it is. You cannot be scared of it. You cannot think that it can control you, because you are the creator of your life. Those emotions and feelings, they work for you. They're here to serve you. You know what
And
I
what's
mean?
the
So you
first step
have to.
we can do to really
What is the
dig
first
deep?
step?
What's the first step?
First of all, if we talk about fear, first of all, we need to know how to differentiate fear and anxiety. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Many people think when they have anxiety, they're having fears. But that's not true.
Two
Fear
different
is
things.
something realistic. It's something that happened to you. Let's say you burn your hand. You're not going to get so close to the fire because you can burn your hair, because it was something realistic event in your life. But when your fantasy world start bringing up all those horrible stories, or what can happen tomorrow, and how you make this life look so horrible and so
Yeah.
scary, this is anxiety, because it's something that never happened to you, but this is a fantasy that keep coming to you and bugging you.
Yeah.
So with the fear, we usually tap into the fear, we stay there.
Yeah.
But with anxiety, we cannot stay there. With anxiety, we need to snap ourselves out of it as soon as we can. we need to get back in touch with reality, because anxieties are a fantasy
Yeah.
that is, like chasing us. That is make, as more we pay attention to that, as bigger it gets. Like it's a big cloud that is like above you and walks, with you, and you cannot get rid of it. So what do you do with anxiety? You get back in touch with your reality. You start touching your face, your body, your table, walls. So you start
Wow.
saying, I'm here, this is a table, this is a chair, this is a wall, this is my body. You start breathing. Anxiety hates hot. So you can take a hot
Wow.
shower, you can take hot shower, you can take hot tea, you can wrap yourself in a blanket, you can cuddle with your little pet if you have a pet. You know what I mean? And you can start breathing. You can start breathing. What really helps, I can show you the Satya breath. It's a very
Yeah.
ancient breath that is really, really powerful. So you do 4 sips of air from your mouth, and
Mhm.
you inhale from your mouth 4 times and
Mhm.
exhale through your nose. So it looks like this. And you exhale.
Oh, let me try.
Try 4 times and exhale through the nose.
Oh, through the nose. Okay.
So you inhale from the mouth 4 times. One,
And
let's
then
go.
okay.
Yes. And exhale through the nose.
Wow.
Do you feel it? It's instant relief. If you do this like 3 minutes, your anxiety will be gone.
And
But if your anxiety keeps coming back, we need to get into the root of the problem. So basically, you need to start taking therapy. You really need to take care of yourself. You really need to um, pay attention to this. You really need to get rid of the core, the root
you
of
have
the
to
problem.
you have to question anxiety until it's gone.
You have to question anxiety until it's gone. Well, the thing is, you can't stay with anxiety. You need to snap yourself out of it. You need
Yeah.
to get back to reality, because anxiety, it doesn't hold any truth in it.
Yeah.
Anxiety has maybe your past childhood traumas experiences. You know what I mean? And this is the root of the problem that I'm trying to tell you, that you need to work with psychologists, psychiatrists,
Yeah.
whoever can help you. But you cannot dive into anxiety, unlike fears and other feelings and emotions. You know what I mean? Because it just becomes bigger, bigger, bigger. It doesn't disappear. Let's say feelings, when you work with a feeling of fear, feeling of guilt, feeling of irritation, as more you work with it, it becomes smaller, smaller, it shrinks.
Kind of
You know
like
what I mean?
having an illusion, and I'm slowly
Yeah,
understanding that it
exactly.
was just like an
Yeah.
illusion.
So, well, illusion also, it's the feeling of disappointment can show you all your illusions. This is when we get disappointed, this is actually our illusionary world. When it collapses, we get
Yeah.
disappointed, because we're like, oh wow, why am I feeling disappointed? Because we built this fake world that never existed, and we start believing in it. So when it collapses, but when we pay attention to it, when we start working, when we dive into it, we can help to dissolve that. But with
Tapping into
anxiety, it's a
it.
little different. With
I had
anxiety,
a
it's a little
question here.
different. Yeah.
Where did Fatima grow up, and was there sex education at her school when you were growing up?
No, no, no. Okay, it's a funny question. It's a good question, actually. I was born and raised in Uzbekistan. I was born in Tashkent, so it's like a
Ooh.
Muslim. It's a very liberal but Muslim country. So we didn't talk about sex. We were dropped by the bird in the cabbage field. Sex
You
did
just
not
remind me of
exist.
Malika. You remind me of
Yeah,
Malika. If Malika's
sex did
watching.
not exist. So we were all made up in a miraculous way. And sometimes I would tell my parents, "Did you adopt me from the foster home? How did I end up here? Like, I just wanted to
How did
know."
you turn into a sexual goddess?
Yeah, and then yeah, it's really funny. I would never in the world think that I would be teaching this, but I was always interested. I was always like, "Ooh, what is this? This is so interesting. This is so mystique. This is so like, this is so
Taboo.
incredibly
Sometimes taboo.
fascinating."
Fascinating and
It was
taboo.
taboo, but
Yeah.
also when I started learning about feminine energy, and then when I, dig deep, I was like, aha, I start finding out about sexual energy, how it works, and how incredible it is between partners. What does it create? It's a creation. We were made from sexual energy, like you and I, all the humans, we were made from it,
Yeah.
so I was like, this is the beginning of everything. So I was so fascinated that I start like learning about this, and then I took psychology, then I took sexology, so I started like really tapping deep into that. Then I went and learned all the levels of intimate fitness training,
Yeah.
all the possible levels like out there.
Wow.
And I was like, wow, this is a field, this is such a huge field that you will never end up finishing. You know, you have so much to learn about this,
Yeah.
you have so much to experience, and every experience is so deep and so profound and so beautiful that you're like, oh my God, you know, you never get bored.
Yeah.
So it's incredible. So I started doing that, and I went through my fears. As I said,
Yeah.
like for me being a girl from Uzbekistan teaching sex education, I had to go through this breakthroughs where I had to be like, yes, that's me. Yeah,
Oh
I do
yeah.
those classes, and now I own it. I'm like, I love this because what I bring, it helps so many women, and I'm so proud of myself because if I influence one woman, she influences her man, she influences her kids, she influences her family, she influences her community, then her society. Then it just like, you know, this ripple effect, it goes and touches so many more people. So for me, if I could do that and be ashamed in my country for teaching this, I'm ready to take that. I'm ready to take that, how can I say,
Take that
criticism.
risk, take that chance,
Yeah, it's
because
okay. Yeah,
look who you've turned into.
yeah,
You've turned into this example of a woman, and it's so similar to Middle Eastern cultures that
yeah,
that topic is so taboo
yeah,
for a woman to explore, for her to live
yeah.
her truth, and even talk about that in families. And it's so important to talk about that with your children or your girlfriend or your wife, because like you said, that's the power of creation, and so much power is lost when that's not communicated. That's why,
Well,
yeah.
yeah, because it's also it's shamed, and I'm like, why are we shaming things that made us? You know, we're born from that, and why, you know, whatever God gave us, He created this, that we're gonna be born this way, that we're gonna be created this way. Why are we making shame of it? And I didn't understand. I said, you know, you were betraying the creation, you know, when we think like that. And also, I realized when people try to shame you, they have more ability to control you. And I said,
Yeah.
no, that's not going to happen. We're going to be staying away from the shame. We're going to be staying away from feeling guilty for who we are. So, yeah.
And how did your life change when you welcomed Sophie, your firstborn? Because you guys, I'm obsessed with Sophie. She is a
Yeah.
beautiful little girl. How old is she now?
6.5.
She's 6.5, and she's learning French, and she goes
Yeah.
to a French school, and she is such a opinionated,
Very.
developed 6-year old, and I know why, because you're the mom, and I love it. But how did your life change after you turned into a mother? First time around.
Well, first of all, my heart opened the way I never thought it could.
Wow.
I started loving not only her, but everything around me, everyone around me, the way I never thought I could love. I never knew what a potential we women have until I had her. I always heard about it, but I never experienced it, and I never could tap into it, you know.
Yeah.
And the moment when I gave birth to her, I was sitting with her. I remember that first hour, and I said, "Oh my God, I'm a goddess." You know, this feeling came to me. I was like, "I'm a goddess." You know, I just created this life. I just went through this labor, through
Wow.
such a pain, tremendous pain. But then, it's incredible how this universe works. Like after that, that such a happiness comes to you that you truly forget about everything. That you're so grateful. It feels like you're somewhere in the universe and you've been surrounded by so many angels that have been lovingly carrying you. You know, they've been like, you know, rocking you in this beautiful,
That's
blissful
beautiful.
energy, and it's so beautiful. And you know, and she's such an incredible child. She's been such a good girl. She's been hearing me, she's been listening to me, she's been so conscious and aware. And at the moment when she looked at me, I said, she's my biggest teacher. When she looked at me, she had such a wise eyes, and I was like, oof, okay. I said, this is
Yeah.
my little teacher that came to me. So um, many of us have parents, and you know, there's a joke going around, when you have a parent, you definitely need psychologists, you know, to go through your childhood trauma. So
Yeah.
I love my parents. I'm so grateful for them for everything they gave me. no matter what, through whatever hardships I went through, you know, I never been hurt as a child. I never been appreciated as a child. I never been valued as a, like, the child, like, for my opinions, for my choices. I've been criticized a lot. So I realized one thing, but it all made me who I am today, which I'm
Yeah.
grateful for. But then I told myself that I want to raise my child differently. Even though it's so uncomfortable for me when she's so opinionated, she comes up with her opinions and choices, which is like, I'm like a mom, and then I'm like, you have a choice. You have a choice to be the controlling mom, or the mom that's having this child, they're doing something that's convenient for you, or you have a choice to grow a person with independent opinion and values, and the child that can start taking responsibility for her life. And for me, that choice was much more important because I know what hardships I went through and how it's hard to go through your breakthroughs, through the doubts that you have, through all those worries and everything and all the fears. And I said to myself, you know what? It's better if she just take this way. It's better if she's gonna learn to take responsibility for all the words she says, for all the actions she does. So I realized that this is better if she takes this pathway and lives her life freely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I was gonna say. What kind of advice you can give to mothers that to have the courage to let your child make choices, even from an early age? Like you told me, she picks her own outfits, even from a
Yeah.
like little girl. What kind of tips would you give mothers out there?
Well, I'm gonna say that I'm a little different mother because I do love myself. I do love my free time. I do. I'm not trying to be only a mom. I'm a woman first and foremost. I'm a human being that came to this life to go through my own experience. You know what I mean? Each
Yes,
one of us, we are here not only to be mothers. We're here not only to be wives. We're here not only to be incredible employees or, you know, creators of our business. First of all, we are women,
yeah,
and we need to fulfill our woman duties towards ourselves. So we need to, first thing we need to do is to make ourselves happy. If I'm not happy, nobody around me will be happy. So that's my number one rule.
beautiful.
Do everything that you feel happy, first and foremost. Then from that place, give your children your time, you know, take care of them, take care of your man. First of all, I take care of my man, then I take care of my children. So
Yes,
basically, what I truly believe that never sacrifice your life for kids. Never sacrifice your life for men. Never sacrifice your life for work. You know, I don't believe in sacrifices. I believe in coming from the fulfilled place when you're energetically recharged, when you're full of love, and then you take care of those people around you. You know what I mean?
that's
So
so powerful.
the best thing you can give to your children, it's your time, it's your energy, but it has to be not like this drained mom, oh, let me sit next to you and just, you know, you do whatever. But it's the mom who can talk, who can hear, who can hug with so much love that you charge your children, charge your man. So I would say, first of all, start from really delegating things right, from
Yeah,
really scheduling, delegating things right. If you can't afford to get help, get help. And, you know, create a life at home, create a constitution at home that's going to help you to rule the household. You know, everybody in the family has to have their duties. Sophia has her duties. She has a whole full-time schedule all day long.
yeah,
I do have a help with Sophie, but I didn't have it for all the time. I just started having it recently, so I start delegating things. This is Sophie's schedule. This is what she needs to complete, and she goes by schedule. She doesn't break the schedule. If she breaks the schedule, then she has to pay for it in a way
yeah.
that, with cleaning her room, doing some stuff. So she has to pay the price to realize that, okay, did it worth it for me to break the schedule? And if she's ahead of her schedule, she's doing really good. She gets like movie night. She gets to sit on her phone for 30 minutes. So there's benefits, you know, of it.
Yeah,
So first of all, I always say that, you know, take care of yourself, delegate things, make sure everybody has their own duties and tasks at home, make sure you communicate, talk to everyone, say this is what I want, this is what would make me happy, this is what would make me crazy. If you want to see me crazy here, we can just not do this. But if I'm gonna be all like, we can be all, from the beautiful woman to the ghetto
Yeah.
bitch from the street. So you tell them, you choose who you want to see. Do you want to see this beautiful goddess, or you want to
Yes.
see this ghetto woman? You choose. We can, and it's absolutely normal, and we should embrace that too. That's other part of us that can be very destructive, but it's really powerful too, and we should embrace it. But you give a choice. You say,
Yeah.
me. If you want this, please pull this up. If you want this, you can pull this from me. So I truly believe that make your kids responsible. It's like I tell always Sophie, go dress yourself, go eat. Like my parents were feeding her when she was like 3.5, 4. I'm like, stop it. She's old enough to eat herself. And they would be like, no, she's a child.
Yeah.
You need to feed her. I said, no, 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 no. I don't have time to feed her. This is her food. I give her this. She needs to learn. She's going to go dress herself. She's going to go clean her clothes, like, fold it. She's going to make her
That's
bath.
impressive. Wow.
Yeah, and she showers herself for 2 years already. She does it all herself. Like I'm like, go to the shower, get rid of your stuff, and I make her feel proud of it.
Yeah.
Make her feel like there's no kids who does it. You're special. I'm not gonna
She
give
showers
you.
herself. That's amazing. And
I want her to start cooking for herself. I'm like, at least learn how to make the egg and cook for yourself.
I love that, Fatima.
Yeah, because you know what? As soon as she learns what's the responsibility. First of all, she's gonna start appreciating my time.
Yeah.
She's gonna start appreciating what I give her. She's gonna start appreciating those little things, because now kids take things for granted, and I'm like, no. My only job is to give you the roof where you can live.
Yeah.
Give you education, give you food, give you everything necessary, necessary, for you. But I'm not here to be your slave. I'm here to be your mother, to guide you, to love you, to make you who you want to be. But you have to respect me as well.
Vanui, you're right. The best gift you can give your kids is independence.
Absolutely. And imagine, I love my child so much, so God knows what's going to happen to me tomorrow. You never, this is life.
Yeah.
So if I have to leave this world, God forbid, she's there with all this knowledge to take care of herself.
You're giving her tools. You're giving her tools.
I'm giving her tools, and I said, I'm not going to give you the ready fish. I'm going to teach you how to fish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for me, this is really important. Really, really important. It might sound weird. Some mommies might say, ooh, that's horrible. But no, this is my choice, and this is what makes me happy. This is what makes me do many other things that I dream of doing. And this is what makes me to be proud of my child.
Yeah. Is she ready for baby number 2? And do you know the sex yet? Boy or girl?
It's a boy.
Is she excited?
She's so excited.
So she knows
She's so excited. She's been asking for a long time, and now when she gets sometimes jealousy moments, I said, I said, you've been asking for it. You need to take a responsibility for your desires, and and she's like, okay.
Are you freaking out about giving birth in quarantine next month?
No,
Is it Dr. Katz?
It's Dr. Katz, yes.
Best guy,
Dr. Katz, yeah. No, not at all. Not at all. I think many people will be like, oh my God, I feel so bad that, you're going through this and this time. I'm like, not at all. I'm going to have a legendary child coming, because he's coming at such a profound time to come. And for me, it's so, how can I say, incredible. And I say this is going to be somebody coming very revolutionary to me. Like, this is the feeling I get, because I said, this is the truly awakening time. And children that are coming right now, they are truly here to make some big changes, And truly
my sister-in-law is expecting her second as well.
Oh, that's
so cool. End of July.
Okay, nice. That's good. And they're having a boy or girl?
A boy.
Oh my God. And the first one was a boy too, right? Yeah, okay. So
2 boys.
Uh-huh.
But if only people had your mindset to take in the way you're thinking, how it is revolutionary and how it is an important time in our life, and how you have to flow with life, and you can only control what you can control. And I think so much of your seminars during quarantine teach that. And I want to go over what you offer during your 21 days of quarantine, and what we can expect and how people can enroll in
Right.
those classes. Because you guys, they're very affordable too. They're like $5 each, which is
Yeah.
awesome.
It's just for energy exchange. We're not here to make money on this such a
Yeah.
difficult time. It's just we're here to really support all the women, because I get so many messages from women that they are freaking out, they're in a state of fear, that they're so lost, and
Yeah,
you know,
alone.
and I tell them that no, 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 stop. Let's really reclaim ourselves back. Let's connect to our true selves and really be grateful for whatever we have today. We don't want to go into that fear state and the lower vibrations. So what I did, I created this program for 21 days where I brought very amazing and incredible women together, where we work on our mind, on our emotions, and our physical state. Hi, my love Jade, how are you? And so what we created is our seminars. We give a lot of information. We have a numerologist.
Yeah.
We have a woman who gives a lot of like nutritious seminars, like incredible tips and tricks, and she's amazing too. And then we have Wednesdays, we have a makeup seminar with Donna. She's incredible.
Oh, that's
Thursday, we have my
awesome.
friend Shireen, who does teach like how to do the hair, like Hollywood glam. All of them we have in a recording, so if girls want to purchase them, they're still available. And Friday, I work with them with the feminine energy, with some deep practices, or we do just like seminar like about fears, how to
Yeah.
make you fierce, make you fierce. And what I want to say that, oh, and for physical body, we have every day, Monday to Friday, we have a course where we do stretch class.
Oh.
In LA, we have an amazing stretch class place, and it's incredible. So I have a teacher from there teaching us only
Really?
for $5. It's incredible.
Wow.
It's like $35 for $5 via Zoom. This week we're gonna have it at 6:15 p.m. Not everybody want to wake up early in quarantine. And then
It's
the
all
other
on
days,
Zoom, you guys.
it's all on Zoom, yeah, and it's gonna be recorded. And the other days we have a fitness trainer who teaches us how we can work out at home.
Yeah.
Super easy, super cool, and it's just so amazing that we're having access to all of that. So we do that, and then I'm launching my marathon for intimate muscle training,
Yes.
which
Yes.
even the ones that graduate from the intimate level 1 and 2,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
they are joining us. Even the girls who doesn't have exercisers, you guys can join us too. 10 days, only for 30 minutes a day. We breathe, we do some useful hormonal practices, we
Yeah.
do some very deep intimate muscle training. So only 30 minutes a day, only for 10 days, just for you to get back to yourself, to
Yeah.
reclaim yourself. We do this. And I'm launching my archetype seminars. You remember I told you about the feminine and masculine?
Fascinated about that. Yes. Talk
Fascinating.
about that. The
Incredible.
different
Yeah.
women. It's crazy, Fatima. Oh my God.
It's an incredible, like, the woman who passed my seminar, that archetype seminar, they were blown away. They said, wow, this is like a life school, to understand us, ourselves as a woman,
Yeah.
to understand man, because we're so confused. We make so many mistakes because we just don't understand man.
Yeah.
And it changed their life forever. And I've been getting so many requests to do it online, so we're gonna have a Russian group now,
Okay.
and then we're gonna launch the next, probably June, I mean this June, we're gonna launch in English this archetype
For
seminar.
me. Yeah.
Yeah, and we're gonna do this. It's incredible. It's like going through psychology school.
Yeah.
It's
And
a 1 month program, 8 classes,
oh, 1 month.
2 times a
Okay.
week. It's like a commitment, and you have to do homework, and you're truly gonna tap deep into yourself and learn more about yourself, learn about your man, or the man you want to attract, or the man you want to have in your life.
And you always say that how the real work is inner work.
Absolutely.
And people think sometimes it's physical. One time you told me, I was talking to you about something, one of our million conversations, and I remember like my hair was done and my extensions were on. You're like, Louisa, this is not self-love. That's not
Yeah.
self-love. That's not self-love. This is self-love. Get your shit together.
Yeah. Yes, yes, absolutely.
And I feel like if women just understand to just understand their worth and understand how worthy they are. And that's why I love your staff, like Malika, and our amazing friendship that we have, and how I always say it's not competition, it's collaboration.
Absolutely.
And if a woman is truly, fully happy with herself, there's no room for jealousy. There's no
Absolutely.
room for someone to be bitter. And a lot of times, culture has to do with it. It has to do with how we're raised. And that's why you inspire me, because that's what you teach, where be yourself, always help one another. And if there are girls out there listening, maybe teenager or mid-20s, what advice can you give them to understand that they're enough? Because that's hard. Sometimes we realize early 30s, maybe 40s, that we're enough. So what about these younger girls?
I would say stop wasting your energy on people and start investing into yourself. Start reading, start taking seminars, start listening. YouTube has so much information, good and bad. Be picky, choose right things for you, but start educating yourself, start investing into yourself, start being around people that inspire you, start learning to live the life you want today.
Yeah.
Start teaching yourself. So don't waste your time on going out and spending time with people. Don't waste your time to try fit in into this group or that group, pleasure and please this man or parents or whoever. Really get yourself together, learn about yourself, learn about things you like, you don't like, learn about things that you want will allow in your life, that you will not allow in your life. Like really specify your boundaries, know your
That's so
boundaries.
beautiful.
Yeah, and then really draw the life you dream of for next 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. See
Beautiful.
yourself in your 20, in your 30, in your 40. Just really have a picture where you're going. You need to have a
Yeah.
navigation. In order to get somewhere you need to get,
You have to know what you
you
want.
need to have a plan. You need to have an address that you put it into your navigation and you say,
Yeah.
okay, let's go. So,
Wait, not to cut you off. It says
yeah,
1 minute. So let's leave this live, come back on for a few more minutes to wrap things
sure.
up,
Sounds good.
because this is amazing conversation. So you guys, we're gonna be right back. So I'm gonna
Take
get
it.
out, okay? Yeah, of
Okay.
course. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. You guys, so I came back on because IG was gonna kick me off. We had just a few seconds left, but it was such an amazing conversation. So thanks for coming back, Vanui. I wanna have her come back on just to wrap it up a bit. But it was so amazing. Yay, you're back, Fatima. Request me again. Awesome, perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, let's go live. Add. Okay, you guys.
Look who's back with me.
Oh my god! This is Sophie! Hi! How are you?
Good.
You are so pretty.
Thank you.
I know some French, so I'm gonna say something. Let's see if you understand. Tu es très jolie aujourd'hui.
What is it? What is it? Toi, tout joli, je sais.
No?
What do you say?
Did I say it wrong? She's like, yeah. Tu es très jolie. You are very pretty today. Aujourd'hui means today. Très jolie means very pretty. That's all I know from high school.
Okay, so what do you say?
And merci.
Okay, what else? How do you say you too?
Toi et moi.
Toi et moi.
Thank you. Sophie, so what are you doing during quarantine? What have you been working on?
Under life session.
Oh, life. You're in our life.
She's doing live sessions, like
Oh,
for
live
schooling,
session.
schooling, online
Oh,
schooling. Yeah.
oh, that's right. Her French school, so it offers.
Yeah.
So
And
you're.
English.
And
Oh, it's English.
English and French.
Okay, and you're helping her too at home. Oh, she has
No,
a tutor.
she has it all under control. She has a helper, Marsha, that helps her too.
But one word Masha don't know, so I get it.
Okay. Baby, can you close the door, please?
Bye-bye.
Beautiful. She's beautiful. She looks just like you. She's your mini-me.
She's meeting me with the blue eyes. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
But thanks for coming back, because we left on such an amazing place
Yeah.
where you said you have to know what you want, but you're never going to get it.
Yeah.
And you told me all this years ago. I remember our last day at UCLA driving back. You said you have to take seminars. You have to invest in yourself, whether it's the job you want, the man you want, or if you don't know what you want, you'll never get it. So talk about the power of manifestation a bit. I know you're very big on that.
Yeah.
That's like all of Fatima.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much, my love. I would say first and foremost, you need to know who you are. Because we have so many voices around us that tell us what we should have, but nobody will know what exactly we need. Nobody can tell you what would be truly beneficial to you, what would truly make you happy. You are the only person who would know. So first of all, get to know yourself. When you get to know yourself, you get to know your yeses and nos and all the wishes and what you don't want in your life. You will have more specific vision of how you want to see your life, what kind of woman you are, what kind of man you are with, or woman you are with, or what kind of family do you envision to have, what kind of profession you want to have, what kind of friends you have around you, where do you travel, where do you live, how does your day look, what's your routine, so after that, just truly sit down and draw this vision of, where you're going.
Yeah.
Where you see that woman that you're creating, how is her day looks, when she wakes up, what she does, what she loves, what she doesn't. You know what I mean? Who she's surrounded by, and how is her emotional state? Just really envision that. And when you do envision that, you have to have this vision that is so incredibly amazing that nothing can stop you. You have to tell yourself that either I let myself to have this life, or I'll have the life that will be just given to me by someone.
Yeah.
So you just have to choose. And your vision has to be so amazing that you really want to live it.
The power of identity. I think a lot of women also get lost in relationships. They forget who they are when they enter one, or when they, oh, Rita is here. Hi, Rita.
Oh my God, yes, hi Rita. Well, I think the problem of women when they get lost in relationship is because they think when they have a relationship, they are someone because they have a man. And that's a big mistake. Man doesn't make you or give you value. You know what I mean? No matter what culture you come from, you have to realize that man should be part of your happy life. You make him happy, he makes you happy. But he can never give you credentials or give you authority to be someone. You know what I mean? You are the one who's going to give that all to yourself.
And we see a lot of women sometimes settling to marry just to marry, have a child just to have a child, and rushing their internal time clock. And that's what I got from you and our group as well, how you have to go with your own internal time clock.
Absolutely. Everybody has their own pace. Everybody has this energetic resource, and everybody's resource is different. So you have to, again, know who you are. And then you have to find your pace. Focus and move slowly but surely towards the direction. And every time you're gonna be seduced to stop, to give up. You're gonna be seduced to turn in a different direction.
Yeah.
But the inner compass has to be so pure and so clear And in order to do that, you have to always turn off your head. Go connect to your heart and to your true feminine center if you're a woman.
Where do you see WNA going in the next 5 years? What's like your ultimate dream?
I would say I just want our community to become bigger, more
Yeah.
conscious, and really become very, very united and just spread the word to as many women as we can. I think I see more sex education growing in the United States right now.
Yeah.
And I truly want to educate, like within 10 years, young girls from high schools and teach them all of this knowledge so before they step into this big life, they're prepared,
Yeah.
so they can guide their friends and family and they can create happy, happy families themselves, happy relationships. You know what I mean? Always valuing themselves, always tapping into that divine feminine energy within them. So I would really, really wish to see myself, my team, my beautiful woman, my beautiful community helping those beautiful girls who are growing up right now and to guide them because they are the ones who's going to build our future generation.
Also, the VOM class, you guys, only 1% or 2% of
1%.
1% of the world, can I say, has that
Women
knowledge
of the world,
of women. And I don't want to give too much away because you really have to invest in that to really go through that journey. And after all this is over, I'm going to post all the links everywhere, whoever wants to join, whether it's the quarantine, the VOM
We're gonna have them
building.
actually online now from June.
Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
that's
So
incredible.
anybody from around the world, they can take this class.
Yeah, and I know you and Malika is your right hand. She's
Yeah.
doing things.
She is a big part of our project, everything.
Yeah, she's an awesome human, and I think every woman needs to invest herself, whether you're single, married, want to be a mom, maybe had a miscarriage, whatever it is. It even makes your period cycle very regulated, TMI for if there's a man watching, whatever. But it has a lot of benefits for women.
A lot health benefits.
Pleasure,
You'll be a healthy woman. And that's what's going to make you really, truly happy, first and foremost. Our health is everything, yeah.
Whether it's physical, not only the mental cleanse.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the book club that I'll be doing on Zoom.
I'm so excited.
Yes. So on April 30, I'll be hosting a book club.
Yeah.
And I'll announce the book today or tomorrow. I'm sure you guys will too. Called Daring Greatly by Brene Brown. She talks about the power of being yourself, the power of being vulnerable. And she has an amazing documentary on Netflix called, I wrote down, The Call to Courage. So if you want, you can watch that and then we can all start reading.
That would be so amazing. Yeah, let's do that. And it's an incredible time to do that.
Oh my God, I always say, if you're strong enough, this 2 months can be the best of your life.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Exactly. That's the golden words. I totally agree with you.
If you can lose your weight you're wanting to do, you can gain your weight. Oh, Vanuhi, oh my God, I just started to read this. Oh, perfect. So you'll join us on April 30 on Zoom.
Yeah.
That's awesome. But 2 more questions before you go. I know you're pregnant, you need a rest, you're tired. By the way, Fatima, that's why you were glowing. When you came into the light, I'm like, what did she do to her face? You're beautiful.
Well, I just also put some MAC pearl primer, whatever it is, too. So it's all comes together.
I can't wait to meet baby boy. But okay, so what book specifically to you has changed your life? Any book, ever.
I had so many books that I really loved. Alchemist, of course.
Oh.
To everyone, whoever is lost, just take that book and use it. And I read maybe 6 months ago one book which was very light, easy. I really like easy stuff. For me, I don't like complicated things.
Yeah.
For me, the truth is in very simple things. And the 4 Agreements.
Yeah.
That book really made me realize that we have power over everything. But the moment we agree on something, we sign a contract. So be wise, be conscious. What are you agreeing?
Ugh.
What are you saying yes and no to in your life? Every single moment will make choice. Be aware of those choices. That book was profound.
That's amazing. That
Two and a
that
half
sounds.
hours only on Audible. If you listen to it, it's so easy, so simple.
How amazing is Audible right now? Like,
It's the
knock it
best.
out.
I know. The best.
Okay,
We're
what
so
movie has changed your life? Favorite film?
Red Tent.
Who? What?
The Red Tent.
Red?
It's a
I've
movie
never heard
about.
of that.
It's an incredible movie. It's actually based on a true story. It's very historic, and I cannot say it's really changed my life, but I would say it shows how profound and unique divine feminine energy is,
Ooh.
and about the when women unite, what a power they have.
Is it on Netflix or?
I think so. You can watch it even on online somewhere.
Okay.
So many sources. Red Tent. I think on Netflix. It's incredible. I cried my eyes out. It's just really incredible. It's based on true story.
I think I'll do that tonight. I'll do Red Tent.
Please let me know what you think.
Of course. Okay, last one. If you were given your own billboard on Sunset Boulevard, like if you had your own billboard, what would it say? And it can't be marketing, it can't be advertising, like your own words. What would that billboard say? So if people drive by, they see it.
I would say like there is nothing more precious than being true to yourself.
Uh,
You know, choose
yeah.
your truth. Never settle for anything less than you feel you deserve. You know what I mean? Never compromise yourself. Find your truth and stick to it.
And any last words to women out there about really the art of being a woman and the power of tapping into that, because it would be such a wasted soul if they don't.
Yeah. I would say if to all the women, if only you would know the power you have within yourself, if you would get in touch with even 10% of that power, you would be blown away. If only you would know how much you influence this world, every single person in this world. If you would only know your true force and power, you would take your life in a totally different way. You would appreciate and love yourself, and you would conquer whatever you want in your life. Just come with love, come with a lot of light within you, and come with this compassionate and beautiful big heart that we have. Open it and share it. You know, never hold yourself back. Never feel bad for your words, for your emotions, for who you are. We all have ups and downs. We all have good and bad moments, and it's okay. Embrace them, because they're gonna make you who you're gonna be, and that woman you're gonna love so much and appreciate so much. So just embrace every single moment of your life. Really learn, tap into your powerful feminine energy, honor it, appreciate it, and share it.
And who's your biggest inspiration?
My biggest inspiration, I have my teacher, Perukwa. She's an Australian singer. She also does feminine seminars.
What's her name?
One of the Perukwa.
Harakua.
She
Okay.
she truly this authentic woman that truly honors our feminine nature.
Okay.
I really admire a lot of women in my life that are present in my life. I really admire women who stays kind no matter what they go through, stays gentle, stays empathetic, and each one of us I see in you and all my surrounding this space, and I truly love them. I think I admire every single woman that I meet in my life. I find something in every single woman that I really truly admire.
What advice would you give your younger self?
Education, 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 education. Self-improvement, grow, evolve, you know, improve, be the best version of yourself. That's it. Only stick to that. If only I would say you would know what's coming, if only you would know what you could achieve, you know, and just trust the journey. Ask for more. Always ask. Always be hungry for more. Never feel bad. Never think you're too small for something. No, you're not. I just truly believe if we're given certain dreams, we're given the power to achieve them. We're giving all the resources and power to achieve them. So truly, truly stick to your true dreams, to your truth, and to all the desires that come to your heart.
You're amazing. This whole experience has been so enlightening for me, and I'm sure my followers. Like, I feel your energy.
Thank you, my love.
Where can we all find you on social media if you want to follow up with everything?
Well, on my profile, that's Fatima Nasir, you can find Women's Navigator Academy. So we post a lot about the moon days and universally about planets, the beautiful quotes, beautiful things, the book club, all events. And sex education is mostly like sexual stuff, things that we need to know about our sexuality. Also, a lot of my workshops are there. And yeah, so that's where we are.
Amazing. Thank you so much for blessing us with your presence and your expecting, which I'm beyond happy for you.
Thank you, my love.
This is quite a journey for you, and I'm so excited to be part of it. And hopefully, when we're out of quarantine, we can come see the baby.
Yes.
But this has been so great, and I can't wait to do another one soon.
Yeah.
You know, WNA has changed my life and the bond that we have. And I always tell Malika, even if we don't talk every day, we're sisters.
Right.
Forever.
Yeah, we're all connected. We're one big beautiful bond.
And before we wrap, just know you've always been there for me, thick and thin. You know my weird questions and everything.
No, I love your curiosity. I love all the pathway you went through. I know how much you transformed yourself. I know all the work you have done, and it's incredible. And I'm gonna cheer up for you, and always be there for you. And I'm so grateful that you bring a lot of interesting people that can share their experiences, their life. They can give some tricks and hacks how to make it. That's amazing.
And we're stronger together. We all have strengths that we exchange.
Absolutely.
And that's the power. But thank you so much, Fatima. This has been amazing.
Thank you, my love.
Yeah, any last words before we go?
I just say, please rise your vibrations. Don't go into fear. Don't listen. Stay away from media. Just go to the nature as much as you can. I know we're not supposed to, but find the ways to treat yourself with some sun and beautiful fresh air. And pray. Write journals. Be grateful. And make huge plans. Against all the odds, against everything collapsing, make your Napoleon plans right now.
That's amazing. Thank you, my love. Talk to you soon. Have a good night. Get some rest.
Thank you, you too, baby. Thank you so much. I love you. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Appreciate it.
Bye, baby. See you.
I love you. Bye, baby.